The Cranbrook Project will hold its first ever performing arts camp for teens geared toward music education. To tell us all about the event is Arts and Programming Manager for the Cranbrook Project is Kisma Jordan-Hunter. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
So first ever camp, I imagine you cannot wait to get this going.
Yes.
Why did you want to start this?
Really exciting. You know, the organization was looking to fill an area that covered youth and education. And so, you know, I'm like, I think the easiest way to do that is to do a summer camp and just gear it towards performing arts and try to maybe fill some gaps in, you know, what already exists in the summer camp pool. And so we thought about incorporating commercial music, and so would like to offer songwriting and music production. So that opened the door for us to partner with the Boys and Girls Club of America and the use of their recording studio. That's a contribution of Big Sean and his foundation. He's a native Detroiter, and so the rest is kind of finding its way, but that was the inspiration.
Well, things will kick off the Summer Performing Arts Camp August 14th through 31st, and it's for kids 13 to 17 years old, correct?
Yes.
And so what, if you're thinking about a parent watching tonight, thinking about sending your child there,
right?
What will they get out of this?
What will they get? Well, the day is a 9 to 3:15 day, and we really wanted to make it as intense as possible. When you think about teenagers, most of them already have an idea of what they want to do in music, and so we didn't want to dilute that. You know, we wanted to make it as intensive as we thought they could handle. So everything will at least be a beginner's proficiency, but they can expect to have at least 3 to 4 areas. That's piano, drums, vocal, movement and dance, as well as songwriting and music production. And we've kind of created a trajectory for each area. You know, so if a student wants to do music production, then we would encourage them to do.
It's not just performing.
Right, it's not just performance. It would be, I think the biggest part is allowing them to flourish behind the scenes as well as on stage. So, you know, you think performance, you think vocalist, you think instrumentalist, but the songwriting part, the music production part allows them to understand, you know, if I wanted to write a song, how do I write a song? Can you break down the process for me? Maybe I'm good with words and I just want to learn how to create a system for myself to turn into a great songwriter. You know, if you wanted to make tracks and, you know, create your own beats, you know, how do I, you know, make a track? How do I, you know, create a beat? So we'll have a music production studio, we'll have mini studios, and then we'll be able to go into a full recording studio and do some recording and hopefully have a CD before the end of camp.
Wow, that'd be incredible. And so you wonder, do you need some music background and experience to be able to sign up for this camp and participate? Or do you expect all sorts of different levels of music experience?
We do. And, you know, on our application form, you know, we ask students, you know, have you ever had any experience with music? You know, you have students who may not feel comfortable in their school. You know, you have some schools that don't even have music programs. And so we're looking for opportunities to pull students out of their shell. So, you know, people who have experience, who don't, but then those who just kind of need to get started. But we'll have an assessment for each student so we can assess where they are, what they need, and try to hit as much as we can within that 3-week time. So we're talking about theory, you know, sight singing, ear training, you know, audition prep or performance prep, and then an activation for them to perform what they've learned.
So some parents may just want to get the kids out of the house, right?
Right.
Okay, they're driving me nuts, get them out of the house. You expect a few, perhaps, future Taylor Swifts coming out of the camp?
Possibly. You know, you never know. The point is to just activate youth in their gifts. You know, the mission of this camp is to make youth music education affordable and make it relevant. So we'll have lunch, we'll have breakfast. We're willing to provide transportation for those who, you know, need a ride. And then we'll have a culminating Youth on Fire concert at the end, where family and friends can come and see what the kids did.
We're talking about the first ever performing arts camp for teens geared toward music education. And last thing for you, do you still have room for teens to sign up?
Most definitely. The deadline to sign up is August 2nd. Registration is $250. There are sponsorships available. That's a one-time registration fee for the entire camp. And you can find out more information by visiting christchurchcranbrook.org. That's where the camp will be based. And then our final week will be at the Boys and Girls Club in Detroit, the Deal Club.
Fantastic. Well, Kisma Jordan-Hunter, thank you so much. Best of luck with the Summer Performing Arts Camp, August 14th through 31st. We appreciate your time tonight.